Next is the Tableau products. Number one, we have Tableau. So we have already discussed it. Like, I mean, why are we again going through it?
Okay, so Tableau, we are again going through it because Tableau we have as a tool itself only. It gives us data exploration, data prep. Then we have certain other capabilities. What I talked about earlier is the key aspects of Tableau itself only. Now we are going to talk about the additional things, some features that we get out from it. So data exploration, definitely. Data prep, we already discussed. Then we have Tableau accelerators, basically pre-built industry-specific dashboard for quick implementation. So like you want a dashboard for manufacturing industry, you have that. You want some kind of dashboard for financial services industry, you have that. For banking, you have it. For retail, you have it. So you have some of the accelerators provided, which you can directly import and connect a data source and start utilizing it. So you don't have to create those reports. You don't have to create those visualizations by yourself. You can rely onto it and you start using it. They also have some incorporated insights. They also have some incorporated predictive analysis into it. And they also have some kind of, AI capabilities built around it. Like we will be talking about the AI capability, but they already have pre-built AI capabilities around it. We can do that. And we have flexible deployment. So it's up to us where we want to deploy it, either cloud or server. It's up to us, as I explained earlier. Then we have security and governance. We can control who has the access to it, how we are transferring the data, who has been accessing to it when it was kind of downloaded, when it was kind of loaded. So we have it for the governance purposes, for audit purposes, and then we have security where we can control who has access to which particular data set, which particular model that we have created, which particular visualization that we have created. So we have that. Next up, we have Tableau Pulse. So now what is Tableau Pulse? So Tableau Pulse is AI capability of Tableau. So before I kind of, do a deep dive into that, I wanted to kind of highlight how analytics has transformed over the period of time. And I will be taking help of Salesforce Dreamforce presentation itself only, where I was. So yeah, so basically we have the first one is full service. So in the initial days, we had full service kind of implementation. What that means is you are into, let's say HR department, you want some kind of reports, you want some kind of analytics. What you would have to do, you would have to go to the data scientist, you would have to go to the IT guy, you would have to go to somebody and tell him, I want this data. Either you would call him, either you would go over there, either you will send him an email and they will give that data back to you in 1 day or 2 days. And then you would say, it is missing certain things that I require for my actions. Then you have to again go back to them. So this was the first kind of full service wave one, okay? Over which you have to kind of give them a request, then they would give it back to you, and then you would have to take actions onto it if they provide the right data. Then came the self-service, where self-service, what that means is you have the capabilities in your hand. The data has been linked, the data sets has been already created. You have the capability to create your own charts. You have the capability to create your own predictions. You would need some kind of training, but you would be able to do that. So that was self-service kind of thing. Okay. Now where we have kind of come across is personalized service. What that means is personalized service. You have done the self-service part, but now you want those insights to tell you this is going wrong. This is going in the right direction. And over here, AI comes into the picture. So let's say I am working into sales. Okay. I am working into retail and I am managing the retail side of the things. I have certain KPIs that I track on a weekly basis. Okay. Let's say I'm tracking the number of orders. I'm tracking the number of cases. I'm tracking the number of inventory. I'm tracking the revenue itself only. Then if there is a drop into our inventory, it would simply compare over the past few weeks or past few months, and it would say there has been a significant or I would say actionable drop into your inventory, like 12% down, inventory is 12% down, page visits are 13% up, and your sales in the California region has gone by 30%, gone high by 30%. And your revenues kind of, inclined to go upwards. Once you have that, all of that information, what you can do is you can rely on Tableau Pulse. It will tell you all of that. Now, what that information will help you in doing is, it will help you identify, okay, if that's happening, then there must be certain things which is happening into the business that I'm not aware about, into the industry that I'm not aware about. And when you go and look into it, you may find out like there was a new mobile phone release and it was listed on your website. And that's why there was this uptick into the California region for your phone category. And that's why your revenue is going to increase and you are seeing a dip into your inventory itself only. So it can actually help you in that. Not only that, Tableau Pulse also allows us to kind of ask some questions. We can ask Tableau Pulse some questions like why there is this uptake into the sales. It would simply tell us based on the subcategory, we are seeing an uptick into the subcategory for phones by 13%, whatever that number is, and it will help you. So Tableau Pulse is doing certain job for you. You don't have to go and look into the insights deeply. It is telling you this is happening. You need to take actions onto it. So Tableau Pulse is that capability from Tableau which allows us to do that. So it delivers us personalized home pages and digest. So you may be following the sales, you may be following the case, you may be following the inventory. So you would be getting different analytics from all of that. It will be telling you you are following 18 different dashboards. Out of those 18, 3 are kind of, out of the line. Basically, they are not acting the way they should be. So it would highlight those for you. Then we have metrics and insights. You can definitely use NLP to go deep into that. Then we have Slack, email and web integration. You would get a daily reminder or a weekly reminder on your email or web identifying there has been a drop into the sales itself only, and we would be able to realize it. Then we have mobile capabilities, as I said earlier. And with mobile capabilities, you have all of that access within your mobile hand and you can simply, and you will get
There's no mobile hand that exists.
Okay, my bad. So you have your mobile in your hand and then you can do all of that. My bad, sorry. Okay, next up we have Tableau Embedded Analytics. So to put it in a simpler term, so you have done the analysis, you have created some visualization, you have done some predictive predictions, and you have added certain things. Now you want it in your portal, you want it in your CRM, you want it in your website where you want to showcase it to your customers or showcase it to your team members. How do you do that? So over here we have Tableau Embedded Analytics. So Tableau provides Tableau Embedded Playground where we can simply configure how the dashboard should look like and all of that. It would give you the HTML and the JS code, which you need to simply integrate and add into your website, and that's it. You have it on your website or your CRM platform. There are certainly definite additional things to it, like configuring the OAuth to like how the user would be signing in, whether it be a public one or not, which API you would be utilizing to get the data from the Tableau server or Tableau online platform. So those all things are there, but it allows us to do that. We can control who has access to what. If we are logging in internally, we could control that. And then trusted authentication. So we have the connected app, the direct trust, OAuth, two different ways of managing it. So we'll be not going deep into that, but we can do that. Next up, we have CRM Analytics. Now, this is something which is, I would say, an extended version of Tableau Embedded Analytics. So basically what happened was, we would be seeing in next slides. So Salesforce had Wave, which they were using for their reporting and analytics purposes. So their Salesforce report works good, but it does not work.
This Wave started in 2012, right?
Yeah, 2013, and reports were good, but reports had certain limitations,
It is not good.
Yeah. So we will be, we have kind of, they had this tool Wave, and then they added on certain more things to it. Then they got to Einstein Analytics, and then Einstein Analytics. And after that, we have Tableau CRM. When they were at Einstein Analytics phase, they realized we need certain good platform, and they acquired Tableau in 2019. When they kind of acquired it, they added its capability into Salesforce itself only. So added all of those capabilities natively into Salesforce, and we have CRM Analytics, which was earlier known as Tableau CRM. In CRM Analytics, you have the complete capability of kind of, creating your own data set, creating your own recipe, and adding in your, predictive analysis, creating your visualization, adding them to a dashboard, and then activating on top of it. So CRM Analytics has everything which we talked about in the Tableau itself only. The Tableau desktop part, the Tableau prep part, They have it inside it in that CRM Analytics itself only. So CRM Analytics uses SAQL and Tableau uses WizQL. So they have a different kind of internal mechanics as well of how they function. So CRM Analytics give us the intelligent apps out of the box. So pre-built AI analytics and AI directly embedded into various clouds. So like we have for loyalty, we have for manufacturing, financial services. They have certain, I would say, visualization templates that we can use, certain AI-driven predictive analysis that we can use in our own application. Then we have industry apps, which is again empowered for the industries. We have action framework. Action framework allows us to do certain things, send email, update a record, send an email or call a trigger or activate a flow. We can do that. Then we have data platform. So data platform is basically the something kind of data prep side of things where you kind of get the data, ETL kind of things you are doing. So it has certain connectors as well. Not only you are limited to Salesforce, you have certain other connectors as well to which we can rely on. After that, we have security and user management. In security and user management, what you get is, as the name suggests, you have the security of Salesforce itself only, and then the user management, you can control who has access to what. And you could control that, and that would definitely be an added benefit for your business. The next slide is showcasing what I explained earlier.
Exactly what you explained.
The evolution. So I will not be going into that. Next.